Welcome to Just Healthy, the podcast where we chat about all things health every single day. Whether you're curious about the latest diet craze, figuring out how to squeeze a workout into your busy schedule, or just want some tips on feeling your best, we've got something for you. We're here to share quick, practical health tips that are easy to weave into your day-to-day life. So, plug in, join our community, and let's take a step towards healthier living together. Don't miss out. Your healthiest self is just a listen away. Today, I've got something super exciting to share with you today on Just Healthy. You know how our bodies are like constantly repairing themselves? Well, I've been really curious about these things called adult stem cells.
Oh my goodness, yes. And I'm actually really excited you brought this up because, adult stem cells are just absolutely fascinating. They're like these tiny little superheroes that live inside our bodies, right? And they're constantly working to keep us healthy.
I've heard they're kind of like natural repair cells, but I'm not totally sure how they work.
That's exactly what they are. And they're just incredible because, they're literally these special cells that can transform into different types of cells that your body needs. Like whenever you get injured or when tissues need to be replaced, these little guys spring into action.
Oh, wow, that's really cool. Can we dive deeper into how they actually work?
Absolutely. And trust me, there's so much amazing stuff to cover about these cells. Like where they come from, how they work, and how they're actually being used right now to treat all sorts of conditions. You're gonna be totally blown away by what these cells can do.
So what exactly makes these stem cells different from regular cells in our body?
Oh, well, you know what makes them super special is that they're like blank slates, right? And they have these two amazing abilities that regular cells just don't have. First, they can make copies of themselves over and over. And second, they can turn into different types of specialized cells.
Where do we actually find them in our bodies?
They're actually in so many places. Like, we have them in our bone marrow and in our skin and even in our fat tissue. But here's what's really cool. Each type of stem cell is kind of they're specialists in their own way. The ones in your bone marrow, for example, they're really good at making different types of blood cells.
Is there a difference between these and the embryonic stem cells I've heard about?
Oh yes, absolutely. And this is actually really important to understand. You see, embryonic stem cells can turn into literally any type of cell in the body, right? But adult stem cells are they're more specialized. They can usually only become certain types of cells related to where they're found.
So they're more like focused experts?
Exactly. And what's really fascinating is how they know exactly when to activate. Like they can stay dormant for ages, but then, and this is so cool, when your body sends out signals that it needs repair, they just spring into action. They start dividing and transforming into exactly the type of cell that's needed in that area.
And where exactly do doctors get these stem cells from? What's the process?
Oh, this is actually super interesting. So, we can get them from several different places in the body, and each source has its own special... Well, let me break it down for you.